What you're about to witness is not just a restoration, it's the resurrection of a forgotten legend, buried in mud and left for dead. A secret lies hidden within this shell. The journey to uncover it will be an astonishing battle against decay. One woman saw a treasure where others only saw trash. Stay with us, as the impossible is about to be unveiled. The first challenge, a struggle against nature itself. She fights to free the vehicle from the grip of the dense forest. Every inch of the truck tells a story of neglect and rust. With sheer will, the beast is slowly dragged from its muddy grave. The transformative power of water begins to peel back the layers of time. Beneath the grime, the vehicle's truth. Weathered soul appears. A closer look reveals the deep decay in its mechanical heart. The careful process of disassembly begins. A delicate operation. Each screw and bolt holds a piece of the past. The engine. A silent testament to years of abandonment. With focused determination, she delves deeper into the machine. The hidden components are caked in dirt and grime. A painstaking process of liberating each part from its rusty prison. The work continues. A testament to her unwavering patience. She persists, driven by a vision of what this machine could become. Hands, stained with oil, touch the dormant engine with purpose. Every tool, every turn of the wrench is a step toward revival. Modern power meets old iron as the engine is carefully dismantled. The engine's core is exposed, revealing the full extent of the decay. Amidst the decay, a flash of vibrant life. A moment of contrast, but the focus returns to the intricate, gritty work at hand. Rust and grime have fused metal parts together over decades. Slowly, methodically, each bolt surrenders to relentless effort. The tiniest components require the most delicate touch. An old hose clamp, brittle with age, is carefully removed. The fuel filter, a relic from a different era, is taken out. Discarded and rusted parts litter the ground like ancient artifacts. The story of corrosion is written on every surface. Another chapter begins as a woman confronts a broken down Ford Transit stranded on a dirt road. The van looks like a permanent fixture. Her weary yet determined expression shows this is a familiar struggle. A sense of urgency fills the air as she searches for a solution. She retrieves a small object, a glimmer of hope in the gloom. Her hands on the wheel, she attempts to breathe life back into the machine. A moment of quiet contemplation, stranded between hope and reality. Inside a battered van, a woman confronts the vehicle's broken state. The door groans in protest, stuck from disuse and damage. The name on the hood, Duke Can, hints at a past life. The interior is a wasteland of dirt, decay, and forgotten journeys. She persists, her hands working to fix what seems beyond repair. Even the ceiling controls are a testament to years of neglect. Under the hood, she inspects an engine silent for far too long. The driver's side tells a tale of countless miles and hardships. The speedometer is frozen in time, its story paused. Gouges remain motionless, their warnings unheeded. A pair of pliers works to sever rusted, useless wires. She tirelessly works on the undercarriage, determined to fix the issue. A simple piece of wood becomes a crucial tool in the repair. The old battery, the heart of the electrical system, is corroded and dead. The tires are worn, the wheels etched with rust. A red tow rope is attached, a lifeline for the stranded vehicle. A donor battery is brought in to attempt a jump start. She carefully handles the new power source. Help arrives in the form of a small truck, ready to tow. The wheels remain stubbornly still, caked in mud. A powerful stream of water blasts away years of accumulated grime beneath the mud. The Ducan logo re-emerges. Even the tires are given a thorough cleansing wash. The radiator, clogged with dirt, is meticulously cleaned. A hand inspects the Ford emblem, a symbol of enduring design. The Hogan battery is revealed, coated in a thick layer of mud. A crack in a plastic component points to deeper structural damage. The tire tread is worn, the metal rim showing signs of corrosion. The engine bay is a chaotic landscape of mud, oil, and decay. The fuse box and wiring are in a state of disarray. The starter relay appears damaged. A key reason for the failure. The drivetrain is caked in filth, its condition unknown. The methodical process of repair and replacement begins. Hands work to restore order to the tangled electrical system. Pliers grip a stubborn rubber hose, easing it from its connection. A wrench is applied, loosening a part frozen by time and rust. The radiator is carefully uninstalled from the engine. Intricate work continues on the smaller engine components. The electrical system reveals more signs of degradation. A gaping hole in the bodywork shows the devastating effect of rust. The delicate process of engine surgery continues, one bolt at a time. A protective shield is removed, revealing more of the engine's core. Even rusted screws must be carefully persuaded to turn. Inside, the seats are removed to access the vehicle's frame. The entire engine, a complex web of parts, sides exposed. Oil leaks from a circular component, a sign of a failed gasket. A power tool makes quick work of a large, stubborn bolt. Another bolt is loosened, bringing the disassembly one step closer to completion. A smaller piece is carefully pried from the engine block. A brittle rubber hose is disconnected with pliers. The methodical deconstruction of the engine continues. Each small part is removed with practiced precision. The headlight is removed from the rusted, damaged body. A woman inspects a flat tire, another casualty of neglect. Inside, the stripping of the interior reveals the bare metal shell. The vehicle sits in a field, a skeleton of its former self. A man begins to remove a section of the bodywork. He works to detach a piece of the roof. A difficult task. The abandoned vehicle is slowly being consumed by the surrounding forest. Nature reclaims the machine. A hauntingly beautiful sight. A hand wipes away a thick layer of dust, revealing glass underneath. Inside a dilapidated van, a woman stands amidst the ruins of the interior. The steering wheel is entangled with branches, a sign of long abandonment. She works to clear the debris, determined to reclaim the driver's seat. Her footsteps echo on a floor littered with dirt and broken parts. She inspects the engine, a dusty relic of mechanical engineering. The vehicle is stuck fast in the mud, refusing to budge. The body is severely corroded, with wood and metal rotting away. The rear bumper is a map of rust and peeling paint. Using a portable pump, she breathes life back into a flat tire. The undercarriage is caked in mud, a testament to its off-road tomb. A small green vehicle arrives, providing the power to pull the van free. A gloved hand secures the tow line, preparing for the extraction. The van arrives at a workshop, its journey of transformation ready to begin, masked against the dust. She begins the arduous task of cleaning the interior. A pressure washer blasts away the first layer of dirt from the front. She meticulously cleans every panel, revealing the metal beneath. The engine bay receives a powerful cleansing, washing away years of grime. Even the undercarriage is stripped bare by the force of the water. But the cleaning reveals the true, devastating extent of the rust damage. The heart of the vehicle, the battery, is a fossil of dirt and corrosion. On the dashboard, a single warning. Light glows a sign of electrical failure. A small brass-colored part is carefully removed from its housing. The engine sits silent, a complex labyrinth of worn-out parts. The underbelly of the engine is choked with accumulated dirt. The cleaning process continues. A baptism for the dying machine. A power tool grinds away old paint, preparing the surface for renewal. An old, worn-out fan belt is painstakingly removed. A hardened rubber hose is cut away with precision. The engine's arteries, its hoses and pipes are weathered and stained. The black plastic air intake system is lifted from the engine. A screwdriver works to loosen another small, critical component. A hammer is used to gently dislodge a stubborn metal part. The mechanic's hands are a testament to the grimy, difficult work. The bright red fuel filter is removed from the filthy engine. A major engine component is lifted out, revealing the inner workings. The old radiator lies on the ground, leaking black fluid. A new timing chain is carefully installed, a sign of rebirth. The meticulous process of reassembly continues. Description error. A catastrophic oil leak has coated the engine in a thick, dark sludge. A leaking hose is identified as one of the sources of the problem. The cylinder head is exposed, its valves and springs slick with old oil. A specialized pneumatic tool is used to compress the valve springs. The mechanic methodically works on each valve, one by one. A heat shield or other component is carefully unbolted and removed. The cylinder head gasket is removed, revealing the combustion chambers. With the head removed, the cleaning process can finally begin. Though partially cleaned, years of grime remain stubbornly attached. The painstaking work of scrubbing every surface continues. The cylinder head is finally cleaned, the metal surface gleaming. Another part of the engine, possibly the intake manifold, is removed. Small, vital engine parts are laid out carefully on a cloth. The partially disassembled engine is a testament to the scale of the job. The pneumatic tool is used again to loosen more engine components. A collection of small screws and parts, carefully saved. Another section of the engine is successfully dismantled. The process is slow, methodical, and essential for the restoration. Deeper and deeper. The mechanic ventures into the engine's core. The engine teardown is almost complete. A dirty hand carefully adjusts the timing chain system. A power tool loosens a bolt on the timing gear. The drivetrain system is a complex assembly of gears and pulleys. A small shafter joint is carefully detached. The power tool continues its work, disassembling the engine piece by piece. A small hose is pried from its fitting on the engine block. Another bolt is loosened, part of a systematic teardown. The power tool makes quick work of the numerous fasteners. The cooling fan spins, a brief sign of mechanical life. A small fitting is carefully disconnected. The engine's complex network of wires and hoses is slowly untangled. The disassembly continues with relentless precision. A hose is carefully removed to clear access to other parts. The mechanic continues to break down the engine into its base components. A small engine part is carefully pried off. A cover plate is removed, revealing more of the engine's interior. Working on the engine's plumbing. Another hose is disconnected. The power tool is once again employed to speed up the teardown. This small part is removed, another step in the complex process. The final hose is removed, completing this stage of the engine disassembly. A grimy hand holds up the old, rusted radiator for inspection. Another rusted and battered part is examined. A man struggles to pull a burnt-out truck from the dense undergrowth. He climbs into the derelict interior, Adosti, forgotten space. Under the hood, he inspects the dirty, damaged engine. A man and a woman stand before the truck, assessing the massive project. The woman inspects another old vehicle, a blue SUV. She carefully examines the side of the truck for damage. She continues her inspection inside the truck's cargo bed. The steering wheel is old, dirty, and worn from years of use. She walks through the debris-filled interior of the truck. She gets a closer look at the truck's engine. They stand together, contemplating the difficult road ahead. A damaged, worn-out tire lies discarded on the forest floor. The rear bumper of a red car, old, dirty, and damaged. The woman uses a portable pump to inflate a tire. She continues to work on the tire, focused on the task. The undercarriage of the truck is rusted and dirty. Parked over a stream, she uses compressed air to clean the engine of the blue SUV. They return to the truck, the primary focus of their restoration efforts. The engine's dipstick is wiped clean. The first step in any diagnosis. A screwdriver works to remove a screw from a rusty grimy surface. A young woman struggles to open the rear door of an old, battered truck. A small tractor is used to tow the derelict truck down a dirt road. The detailed work of engine disassembly continues with a screwdriver. A wrench is used to remove a bolt from the engine's starter motor. In the dim light, a small part is carefully removed from the engine. The woman uses a jack to lift the heavy truck for underbody work. She works underneath the truck, shrouded in darkness. The woman begins the massive task of cleaning out the truck's interior. She continues to sweep out debris, making slow but steady progress. A pressure washer attacks the grime on the front of the truck. She continues to wash the body of the truck. revealing its true condition. The pressure washer cleans the mud and debris from the undercarriage. She directs the powerful stream of water into every nook and cranny. The cleaning reveals severe rust damage on the vehicle's frame. The truck's battery and electrical system are old and corroded. The odometer shows the high mileage of the old truck. A hand carefully installs a new, small part into the vehicle. A close-up view shows the extent of the rust damage on a component. Severe rust eats away at the car's metal body. A pressure washer cleans a dirty part of the engine. A mechanic uses a nail gun to remove a metal plate. A grimy hand removes an old, oily fan belt. A close-up of dirty, oily hoses. A part of the engine with dirty hoses and other components. A mechanic uses a wrench to remove a small part from the engine. A mechanic uses a power tool to remove a part from the engine. A close-up of a dirty, greasy engine part. A mechanic uses a wrench to remove a part from the engine. A close-up of a rusted and damaged engine part. A mechanic removes a large part from the engine. A mechanic removes a small part from the engine. A close-up of a part of the engine with many small components. A mechanic uses a power tool to remove a part from the engine. A partially clean section of the engine. A mechanic cleans a part of the engine with a pressure washer. A close-up of a clean part of the engine. Another view of the cleaned engine part. A final shot of the cleaned engine part. A hand removes a small black cylindrical part from the oily cylinder head. Another small metal cylindrical part is carefully removed. A heavily rusted section of the cylinder head shows significant damage. The black air intake is removed from the cylinder head. The cylinder head is partially removed, with black oil being drained. Water flows over the engine block, which is still covered in oil. A hand wipes the cylinder head clean with a cloth. Three small metal parts, likely fuel injectors, are laid out on the ground. A closer view of the three fuel injectors. A tool is used to remove another cylindrical part from the engine. A mechanic with oily hands works on the engine's valve train. A close-up of the engine's camshaft and surrounding parts, covered in oil. A mechanic with oily hands removes another part from the engine. A close-up of a part of the valve train being removed. A mechanic with oily hands works on another part of the valve train. A close-up of the valve train, covered in oil. A mechanic with oily hands removes another part from the engine. A close-up of a part of the valve train being removed. A mechanic with oily hands works on another part of the engine. A close-up of the valve train with a part being removed. A power tool is used to remove a bolt from a dark, rough metal surface. A mechanic's dirty hand holds the tool while removing another bolt. Two dirty hands remove a small bolt from a metal ring. The power tool is used to remove a cylindrical part from a metal surface. A close-up of the mechanic's dirty, tired face. A wide shot of the old, dirty car engine with a cooling fan spinning. A close-up of a small, dirty metal part, possibly a joint or pipe. The mechanic's hand removes a small part from the engine. The mechanic removes another cylindrical part from the engine. The mechanic's hand removes another part from the engine. The mechanic's hand removes another small part from the engine. A close-up of the mechanic's very dirty hand removing a hose. The mechanic's hand removes another part from the engine. The mechanic's hand removes another part from the engine. The mechanic's hand removes another part from the engine. The mechanic's hand removes another part from the engine. The mechanic's very dirty hand removes the final part.
A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel at RepairGirl86 for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.